Hey guys, thank you for watching. Sometimes you just want to have a slightly slower crawl mode. So what I'm going to demonstrate today is how you can change the pinion gear inside your TRAXXAS TRX 4. The standard pinion gear is a 17-tooth pinion. I had just a 16-tooth pinion laying around and I just want to demonstrate how to change it. So the first step to do is just remove those 3 screws. So there's one over there, one just beneath this wire and one over there. Let's start with that. So when the screws are out there, you can remove the motor assembly just like this. So this was my last screw. Let's get it out there. So this is two pieces. So this is the motor mount, but with this piece it is actually held into the car itself. So let's put this one aside and let's take a look to this part, so the motor mount. Okay, what's very important is when you're changing the pinion gear, you should also use another hole. In the manual you can find exactly which hole you should take. So I am changing the stock pinion, 17-tooth pinion, for a 16-tooth pinion. So I will have a tiny bit of slower crawling capability. So my screw is actually in hole C, but when we are reducing the amount of teeth, so it gets a bit smaller, it should be closer to the motor, to the spur gear, and then you should use number B in my case. So if you're using a 15 tooth, you should use hole A. But check the manual first to make sure that you're using the right pinion and spur gear for which hole you should use. So what's important to remove the screw on your pinion gear is just to heat it a little bit, because there's always a tiny bit of Loctite in there, and if you're just now would remove it, then you're most definitely going to strip the inside of this screw. So I'm just using a burner here. Just be careful, because the motor mount is actually made from plastic, so be careful when doing this. That should be hot enough. And now I can loosen the screw a bit, and then we can remove this spur gear. Pinion gear, sorry. Be careful, it's hot. So here is the other one. This is the one with the 16 tooth. So what I like to do is just remove this screw, put a tiny bit of Loctite on there before placing it all the way back. So just a tiny drop of Loctite on there. That's enough, more than enough. Put it back in there. And then back on the shaft. Before doing it all the way, make sure that the alignment with the spur gear is as it should. So let's check that out first. So mine can go a little bit backwards. Just something like that. Then tighten it. Don't overdo it, otherwise you can strip the inside of the screw. So the next step is to change the holes of the motor mount. So actually now it's in C, but I have to move it to number B, to letter B. It's very easy, just undo those screws. Take one out, take the other one out, put it in B again, and then reattach it to the motor. Again, don't overdo them, just, I like to call it finger tight is enough. So not hand tight, but finger tight. So that part is done. Now it's time to put it all back together. So you've got the motor mount sitting on the motor itself. Then you've got this plastic piece which hold it all together. And then put it back in the car. Be careful with the wiring, so it not hang up between the pieces. And then put the 3 screws back in there. So guys, that is how you change the pinion gear inside your TRAXXAS TRX 4. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you got any questions, please leave a comment below. Alright guys, bye bye.